Hello, my name is Asha, and this is Ash's Movies, and today we're going to be doing a little Blu-ray slash DVD haul. If you did see the short I uploaded yesterday, it was me going Blu-ray slash DVD hunting. Yeah, I found some good finds in that charity shop. I've got 9 in total, 11 if we're talking films, because one of them's a multi-pack, and also I did buy another separate one. I bought the Prestige brand new on DVD for Mackenzie, because obviously I have the Prestige in the Christopher Nolan box set right up there. I'm trying to find out when I can do the video for you for the 150 subscriber special, which I guess could be this video if we talking about it properly. But I'm just gonna say thank you for 150 subscribers on the channel. To be fair, it didn't take us too long. It only took us 3 months since last year to get to 150 subscribers. So thank you all so much. And I'm thankful that my YouTube and TikTok are attracting most followers, because I do like to share my journey. So I think we're going to start with the children's films slash DVDs, and then we'll move our way up through shows and comedies slash action, and then eventually to horror, because I do have a horror title, and I also have a steelbook. So yeah, let's get straight into it. You might not have seen everything on the short video, obviously, because it was only a 30-second video, because there was that charity shop that I normally film in was actually quite packed. And also, I have a question to ask. You know, if charity shops chuck away slipcovers, do you think that they should chuck away the slipcovers, or do you think they should keep the slipcovers on the DVDs when they put them on the shelves? Because I was in this charity shop yesterday, and I saw the guy. He just had bags and bags of DVDs, and he was pulling the slipcovers off of all of them. And I was very tempted to ask if I could buy them off him, or if he didn't want them, I would take them off his hands. Because obviously, I do have a lot of titles in my collection that didn't have a slipcover, especially my Disney ones, because I did see quite a few Disney ones. I saw Ratatouille, obviously I have Ratatouille, but next time I go, if I see him doing that, I'm probably gonna ask if he wants to give us slipcovers to me, or if I can buy them off him for a good price. So yeah. So what do you think? Do you think they should chuck away the slipcovers, or do you think they should keep them? That is one of the questions that I've been thinking about, because I personally like slipcovers, especially stuff like the shiny slipcovers like this, the ones that actually have loads of detail as well. I quite enjoy the Christopher Robin slipcover. I find like the borders quite nice, and the overall picture's good as well. But for some films like let's just pick something out now. I would love a slipcover for The Expendables, because that's a great film. I think that's a quite good film. Or something like Scooby Doo. I would love slipcovers for Scooby Doo films, stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, you guys can answer that question in the comments if you want to. Go check out the polls page. I'm gonna start posting that daily, hopefully, if I have time, because that also brings some attraction to the channel, and yeah, some interesting questions on there at the moment. So give me a second, and I'll just grab this DVDs. Okay then, so the first movie I have is actually something a genre, well, more like a brand, well, like it's a Scoob I've got, right? I do have a few of the Scooby-Doo films, including 2 of the live action and 1 animated so far. I've got another animated one. This is the newest Scooby-Doo film, I believe. Yeah, I thought this film, when I watched it for the first time, it was actually pretty good. I quite enjoyed it. It wasn't amazing, I'll be honest. And I did have to replace the case for this, because it was one of them really cheap cases. If you've seen before, let me just go to... Where is... The Eternals? I think I still have the cheap slipcover on this because of the colour. Yeah, if you look at the Eternal slipcover, it's the really cheap one. The Eco cases is really cheap. And I don't like them cases much, because they are a bit too flimsy. I think that's a normal thing around between us Blu-ray slash DVD collectors. They don't like the Eco cases at all, and I don't like them either, to be honest. So I had to replace this for a nice sturdy case I had in the collection already. I have plenty of cases, to be honest. I'm trying to get rid of them, upgrade some DVDs. I do need some Blu-ray cases though, because I have bought a Blu-ray today and the case wasn't too good. And also, when I bought this, the 22 Jump Street, that wasn't in great condition either. So I'm gonna have to buy some Blu-rays just for the cases, or I could buy a lot of them online. So yeah, Scoob. This is I thought this was actually quite good. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but yeah, I thought it was quite good, to be honest. Has quite a good cast: Mark Wahlberg, Jason Isaac, Zac Efron, Amanda Seyfried, Simon Cowell, Frank Walker. You know, there was actually quite a good cast to it as well. And it's obviously Warner Brothers, but that's been bought now by Paramount, I believe, has it now. I do upload posts about that on the Discord if you want to check that out. That's mainly for movie news. I don't really do videos on movie news because I feel like not many people would like to watch them. But if you do, make sure you comment about them below. Rosie. That's my dog, sorry. So yeah, speaking of dogs, Scooby-Doo, this is a great film. Yeah, and I think you guys should definitely give it a watch. And I'm probably going to give this a rewatch at some point in the collection. Maybe one of the new films I watched this year. Then we have, for the Disney collection, we have Frankenweenie. Never seen this, I'm going to be honest. It's kind of like, for me, The Corpse Bride, or what else do I have? Where is it? Caroline, or what's the other one? Oh, Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh my god. Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah, they're kind of them type of films. I'm really excited to own this. Obviously, it's the last one I need for the Disney collection to actually fill up the shelves. This is the last one now, and then all my Disney shelves are filled. So I'll have to find eventually space for more Disney titles. Because I'm still missing out a lot of Disney titles and Pixar. So yeah, but this is, yeah, I'm hoping to watch this. I actually had to replace the case for this as well because it was not in the best condition. So yeah, but this was actually, I'm really excited to watch this, so I'll probably watch this at some point this year. Another film directed by Tim Burton, as you can see, with his classic art style, and we've got that original Disney disc in there. Yeah, this will probably be more towards the October time of the year. When I'm actually finished with school, I'll be able to, you know, watch a lot more films for you guys. Yeah. So that is the two children's films / like animated that I've got then. And then we'll go to, let's go to shows. So the show I have is Flash Gordon Space Soldiers chapters 9 to 13. Yeah, so this is, I've never seen this, but I've definitely heard of it many times, especially from the TED shows. I love to watch that show. I love that film to bits. My Kenzie, if you know him, special thanks to him as well, because he was the cameraman behind the video in the charity shop, which I'd filmed. He's normally my cameraman, to be fair to him. He actually, that's actually on his top 4 on Letterboxd, if you check out his account, which I will link down below if I remember to. He's TED 2, I believe, or it might be TED 2 or TED 1. They're both on one of them is on his top 4. So yeah, this is, I've never really watched this. I obviously got to get the chapters 1 to 8 before I watch this, obviously, because, you know, and I'm not too sure how many seasons or episodes there are of this, so I'm just gonna have to give it a watch. But I've picked it up mainly because I thought it was gonna be worth a bit of money. So, but it only is worth about £1.50, which, to be fair, isn't too bad nowadays, but it's still not as good as I expected. So that is the show then. I believe that's like a comedy action film. We're gonna go for the action, comedy, thriller films next. So I'm starting off with Jurassic World. Chris Pratt is one of my favourite actors. He is a great actor, and I do like him, especially in the Guardians of the Galaxy films. I like him in the Mario film. I like him in Electric State, as much as I hate to say it. He's not the best. He's the best part of that film for me. And he's been in a lot of good roles over the years, especially this one. This is the Jurassic thing I grew up with, to be honest. Yeah, and I thought it's not as good as Jurassic Park, obviously, because I do own all of the Jurassic Park films, which I'm going to be watching some point this year. I'm probably going to go through the entire genre. But it's obviously not as good as the Jurassic World films, but Jurassic Park. But the Jurassic World films do hold a special place in my heart, because one of the first films I actually watched in cinema was Jurassic World Domination, is it? Or the newest one? Not the newest one, not the one with Scarlett Johansson, the one before that. Yeah, but this, I think they should have left it. Honestly, I don't think that Scarlett Johansson should have been in the next film. As much as she's a great actress. No thanks. So yeah, that's the first one, Jurassic World, and then we've got The Social Network, something I've heard a ton about. It's obviously about it's screenplay, directed by David Fincher. He's a really great director, probably in my top 10 to be honest. It's about Mark Zuckerberg, I think. Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg and his creation of Facebook. We've got Justin Timberlake starring in this film. We've got, I think, Andrew Garfield, isn't it? Yes, and we've got obviously Jesse Eisenberg, which he's a great actor. I will admit he is a great actor. I especially like him in the roles Now You See Me trilogy, and also the 2 films from Zombieland. He's really good in them. He is good in comedic roles. I'm hoping this is somewhat like that. Obviously, it's not going to be exactly the same because it's nothing to do with zombies. But if it's anything like that, it's going to be good. Let's be real. And I've heard so much good stuff about this film that it's got to be good. Yeah, so that's going to be a watch pretty soon on the channel. So yeah, that's The Social Network. And then we've got Dumb and Dumber 2, some of Jim Carrey's finest work. Never watched this one. I've watched the first many times in the past. Again, this and The Mask for me and The Grinch with films I used to watch loads when I was growing up. Dumb and Dumber, but I didn't realise there was a number 2 to be honest. But I'm really excited to watch it. Jeff Daniels also stars in this, and this is going to be a bit of a different story for us. So yeah, I'm really excited to watch it, and I'll give you a review for it soon. But I'm obviously gonna have to buy the first one before I watch this because obviously, you know, yeah, really nice artwork on the disc as well. So we have 3 more to go through. Let's just go straight to the horror then. We've got one horror film picked up, which was The Ring 2. My friend Mackenzie said he's watched this before and he said it was okay. I've got the first Ring, obviously. If I don't, yeah, I think I can pick it up out for you. The first Ring film is right here. That was the first Ring film, and then I got the second one now. I'm not too sure if this was the remake or if it's the original. I think it's the 2002 one. Let's see when this one came out. 2005. So this is the sequel to it. I'll put that back in the right place after now. But yeah, I'm probably gonna give this a watch during October. Maybe we'll do another horror Halloween, something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna watch this soon, and I hope I like it because yeah, it's only for 10 pence. I'm not going to pass up the offer for 10 pence, am I? Especially not when I've never seen this horror film before, and I've never even heard of it, if I'm honest. The Ring 2, I know there was a Ring trilogy, but I just didn't know they had sold them separately. But yeah, I'm really excited to look at that at some point. The last ones then, let's go to the Blu-ray because this is the second most exciting thing about today's pickups. So the thing I found out was, so you know, again, I talked about in the start of the video that they were getting rid of the slipcovers, but they don't get rid of the Blu-ray slipcovers, which I'm quite glad of because many times I found in that shop that they actually get rid of the slipcovers for DVDs, but lucky enough that they didn't get rid of the Blu-ray ones because they do hold extra value sometimes, which, you know, it's quite cool. So this one obviously has a nice Blu-ray slipcover. Yeah, so this is directed by Ridley Scott, which again I've seen some of her films, I believe. His films, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But yeah, this is definitely something I've definitely heard of, but I've never heard like anybody say anything good or bad about this. So sorry about that, that's my dog. Just had to let her out. So yeah, this is one of them films, you know, you hear good stuff about. I've never heard anything good about this, to be honest. I've never heard anything bad, so we're going to give it a good watch. Yeah, so that's the Blu-ray and the digital copy that came with that then. And then the last thing is the steelbook. Not exactly something I'm interested in watching. Again, not exactly something I'm interested in watching. But it is the 3-disc limited edition, and it's a steelbook. So any steelbook I can get for the collection, I'm going to pick up either way. If I think I'm going to watch it, or, you know, it's the second steelbook I have in the collection now. The first one is, I'll show you, give us a second. There we go. So now that we have 2 steelbooks in the collection, I can officially call myself a steelbook collector. There's a bit of damage towards this steelbook, obviously. I only paid 10 pence for it, so you can't expect it to be in great condition. But yeah, this includes Twilight, The New Moon, and Eclipse. I'm pretty sure there's 4, maybe 5 of these films. There's a few minor scratches on there, but nothing too bad. And obviously stars, what's his name? Robert Pattinson and Billy Burke and Kristen Stewart. Yeah, you know, it was. I'm not too sure about these films. It's got 3 films in there, so I'm just gonna move that to the side. Not exactly something I can open. So that's a little look at the inside then. So we've got the first Twilight film over here, the second Twilight film there, and the third one here then. So if you can see that. Clips. I do remember my sister reading the books when I was younger. Just give you a look at the outside art. It's not like one of them things that goes onto the back, which is a bit annoying. But it's nice. It's a nice looking slipcover steelbook. So yeah, I'm probably not going to watch the films any point soon, but it's nice to have another steelbook in the collection. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you all for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe to the notification bell on, and check out the other channel for comic book related content. All the links for my Letterboxd, Discord, Instagram, and other YouTube channel will be in the description, and my TikTok will also be there as well. I'm going to probably put Mackenzies Letterboxd on there as well, so if you would do him a quick favour and just follow him on there as well. Yeah, he's helped out a lot with the videos so far, so, you know, it'd be a nice little change if you guys helped him out as well. Thank you all for watching. Have a best day. Bye-bye.